not scratch your eyes.
Hello, welcome to the Do Not Scratch Your Eyes podcast. I'm Justin.
Merry Christmas, I'm Carl.
Merry Christmas, I'm Peter.
Merry Christmas, everybody. We have some guests on this Christmas day. We will start from my bottom left, which is Matt. Hello, Matt. Introduce yourself.
I'm Matt. I'm from New York, total Rotherham United fan. It's a pleasure to be back, boys.
And it's lovely to see you. Welcome, Matt. In the middle, we've heard from him many times. Not many people have seen him. Introduce yourself, Sir Barry.
I'm Barry Worthington from the Progressive Unity Wigan Athletic podcast. And Merry Christmas, everyone.
Barry from Wigan, everybody. Absolutely fantastic. And last, but by no means least, introduce yourself, Ant.
Hello, I'm Ant Watterson, and Merry Christmas. And I am from the Roker Report and the award-winning Absolute Football podcast. There we are.
Lovely stuff. Award-winning. This is fantastic. This is fantastic.
Well, we'll be joined hopefully by Joe later on from Turfcast Burnley, but he's got to work. Somebody's got to keep the economy going, and we've all voted and we've decided it should be Joe. So that seems reasonable. Gentlemen, welcome back. We thought what we want to do is speak to, some of those people that we really enjoyed talking to and who were really, really patient with our inane load of nonsense that we typically do. And your names came up. Sorry, you lost. So there we go. Well, what I want to know is, obviously, you have now dearly departed the Championship, which is where, with our opposition view, we would normally kind of have a twice yearly chat about things and goings on. But let's start with, the guys who've gone back down to League One. Let's start with Matt. Matt, how have you found League One since leaving the Championship? Is there anything you miss? What are the good things about League One?
What are the good things about League One? When we got relegated, I remember saying that it's all right. We're having a rubbish Championship season, but it's all right. We'll go to League One and we'll at least win some games. It'll be interesting. We'll win. And that didn't really happen. Nothing yet, I suppose. There's still time. But it hasn't really happened yet. We had the displeasure of Steve Evans coming back, which was horrible. That wasn't fun. There's not many good things about League One, to be honest with you. Barry will back me up. It's a terrible league. Quality is rubbish. The good thing this year is there's no Birmingham or Wrexham to kind of spend millions and millions of pounds. So that is a positive for this season, I suppose.
Did that simply distort everything last year completely, Barry?
What, Birmingham and Wrexham? Yeah. I mean, this season it's I think we're 4 points off a playoff place and 5 points off a relegation place. So that's how tight it is, and we're in 11th. I'll be honest with you, Matt. I do like League One, not as much this year, but we've lost Accrington, Fleetwood, and Morecambe. I mean, they're all clubs within 30 minutes of Wigan, and it just makes travelling a little bit easier, getting to places like that. And then the smaller clubs, I mean, we met those in the non-league days as well, so it was like friends reunited. But yeah, I know what you mean. This season, it's the standard is absolutely dire. And one thing I miss about Sunderland, I've let it slip there, and I've pulled my cracker and it's fell out too soon. The one thing I miss about League One is Sunderland not being in it with us, because we seem to be guaranteed 3 points every time we played you. Apart from that time, you came to our place and spanked us, took our pants in and gave us a good spanking when we'd a full house on. We still won the league that year, anyway.
And is this true? Are Wigan your bogey side?
Well, they were one of many, to be fair, in League One. But I can only remember beating them once. That was away, wasn't it? It was Alex Neil's first game or second game or something. It wasn't like he hadn't long been in the job. I remember that, yeah. But yeah, you still won the league. We went up on the playoffs. So it was happy for both clubs, isn't it? Such a wonderful, joyous occasion.
It's a strange old league, though, League One, isn't it? It's literally right to the end. And this season, you've got teams like what I would consider to be smaller teams. Stevenages of the world who are battling up there. Yeah, and there's teams that you would call that seem to be kicking on now. Bradford's, I think they're pushing on up there, but there's a lot of teams struggling. And I know there's a lot of finance issues in that league, and you've got Sheffield Wednesday to look forward to next season, Rotherham fans. It is a really, really tough league to get out of, and I know people say about the Championship, but I think dropping into League One and not being able to do what Birmingham and then Welsh so and so's done, it's difficult. It's really difficult to get out of. So it's a strange old one. And Wigan, Premier League side, Sunderland, back in the Premier League. Brilliant.
Can I just say a big hello to all of our Wrexham fans who have subscribed since we did our
Wrexham fans. Merry Christmas.
We're not talking about
we did lure them in. We played Wrexham only last Saturday, and both Justin and myself were on our best behaviour. And Wrexham fans have been really, really nice to us, and thank you very much. Let's introduce Carl. He's going to be in charge of basically severing.
I wasn't on that recording. Probably because of that very reason.
We stopped him from coming on, but he's here.
You give this one a miss, Carl. All right, I'll sit this one out.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's ask Ant then. Let's get this the other way. Obviously, yes, we are asking Ant the day after. Is it the day after or 2 days? Whichever. Yeah, the day after you've had a win against the Magpies. You're enjoying life, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely loving the Premier League. You know, I don't know what everyone had us written off at the start of the season. I don't know what everyone was worried about. Sixth, 2 points off a Champions League place. Literally, though, I keep on thinking I'm going to wake up though tomorrow and I'm in a hotel room at Wembley. We're about to play Sheffield United. It's just mad. Like the 6 months that we've had since that playoff final win, which was unbelievable. And to be fair, you guys were probably the first podcast that I've been on who were tweeting saying well done to me, so thank you very much. And I tweeted back saying I am going to miss this, weirdly enough. which was like, what's the worst thing about getting on a championship? I'm not going to be on doing scratch your eyes anymore, but here we are, Christmas Day, I mean.
And you're in.
But yeah, I'm loving it. Loving life. Absolutely loving it.
What a correct answer that is. Who do you think then? We're all going to know. Let's be honest. I don't think there are any championship bargains up in the EPL. In League One, you said about the quality of the football's come down. Have there been any standout players either that you've got or that you've seen in the wider League One that you think, hang on, we might see these come up? Because of course we see them in the Championship all the time. Do you think the gulf is getting bigger and you're going to see less players jumping? I saw the League 2 age kind of average age went up about 2 or 3 years in this last year. What's the dynamic in League One? Any good players and promising players, Matt?
Yeah, we've got a couple. The one I'll single out right now is got a guy called Dnsye Hall. We brought him here in Wien in the summer. One of our rare European ventures. And he's a right wing back, and he's kind of a classic English right back, really. He loves a big tackle, thunders in, very, very quick. He's our joint top scorer, which I don't know if says a lot about him or us, I don't know. But he's our joint top scorer. And there is just something about him. There's already rumours. He only came in the summer, and there's already rumours he's going to be leaving in January already. If he does, it'll be a shame, but we'll make quite a lot of money for him. But there is something about him, definitely. But the gap is big. I mean, Louis Sibyl is probably the biggest example last year to look at the gap. He was wonderful at Stockport, probably the best player in League One for Stockport last year. And he went to Sheffield United, Hull or something like that, and barely played and couldn't get a kick. So I think the gap between League 2 and League 1's got smaller. Look at Bradford and Donny that have come up and doing really well. And the gap between the Championship for us has always been massive. Now our struggles in the Championship, but now it just feels ridiculously big. And the players that you assume would do well in the Championship seem to be struggling.
What about you, Barry? We've spoken about obviously, Charlie Hughes previously, who went to, has done well when fit at Hull. Any other players from League One in general? Don't have to just be Wigan players, but whilst the standard, if you think it's dropped, who's maybe got some standouts? Do you think?
I think for myself, the players who tend to shine are the ones who come on loan from Premier League clubs. And we had Marshall Godot a couple of seasons back. I can't say the name of the club just up the road from us, but they've got a double barrel player, and he's absolutely the business. It frightened us to death. They beat us 4-1. First time they've beaten us in 10 years, and I think it were down to him and only him. So hopefully he'll be injured in 6 weeks' time. But we've got our conveyor belt looking again.
Merry Christmas.
We've got our conveyor belt. We've got 4 young lads coming through. James Carragher, son of Jamie Carragher. He's our club captain's out now for 8 weeks. He fell in the park, chased his 1-year-old child and smashed his kneecap. So James Carragher's now the captain. So he's got the armband. So that's brilliant. And he's a leader. He's a really good player. We've got a lad brushed out of the academy this season, Brennan, Tobias Brennan, centre mid. Absolutely sensational. He's only 18. And then we've got Bertone from that hotbed of Italian players in Stockport. he's come from. He's been with us since he was 12, and he made his debut away at Wimbledon. He come on with 10 minutes to go, scored 2 goals, and we won 2-1. So he's made a massive impact. But I think it's either the younger players who are standing out, who's coming through the academies, or loan players, playing at clubs on loan. But having said that, Cardiff looked decent when we played them. For me, I know what you're saying about like Wrexham and Birmingham last season. I don't think they're in that sort of quality of a side. They keep the ball very well, but I think people are getting carried away with just how good they are. I think if they do come up and they don't strengthen, they'll straight back down again.
Excellent. Well, it's nice to hear both about the Heronveen to Rotherham and now the Stockport to Wigan kind of channels where these players are moving. It's all exciting. It's all exciting stuff. You mentioned there Marshall Goddo. I'm fairly sure he was the lad who last January was literally at the training ground ready to sign because he came.
Is he the Fulham guy? Yeah,
that was him. Yeah.
What you mentioned him. How good was he? Because he's the one that got away for us because we thought we were going to get him, and then Marco Silva, who'd been fired by us after wanting to leave and then sued Everton over, just seemingly went, no, you can't have him. Was he any good?
He was brilliant. Yeah, he played the first half of the season and he was touring it up. Absolutely, assists and goals. Then he got injured. And he never seemed to get over his injury. I think he got injured just before Christmas last year, as players tend to do, so they can have a nice break, a nice festive break. And when he came back, he seems to have lost a yard of pace. Now, I don't think he had. It was his age, and I don't think he'd recovered properly from his injury. But I have a good friend who works at the Fulham Trust, and he keeps me updated with it. And every other week he was messaging me last season saying, "Oh, Marshall's in the squad this week. He's making his debut. He's done this. He's done that." So he was raving about him. But I think he's signed for Strasbourg now, hasn't he, for about £9 million. Yeah, and he scored a goal last week in the Europa something or other. I don't know if it's the Conference League or it used to be the Cup Winners' Cup, but they didn't win the Cup, so it can't be that. So it must have been the Intercity First Cup or something along those lines. But he scored a great goal in that competition last week. But yeah, he was good. Loads of pace, 2-footed, tricky as anything, eye for goal, but also could assist as well. So yeah, you miss yourself a decent player there.
Thanks very much, Mark. Thanks very much, Marco Silva. Right.
Snake.
Oh dear. Right. I think it's time the first person stepped up to accept part of this challenge. This challenge that we're going to be doing, if he can actually press the button right, is the Do Not Scratch Your Eyes Christmas Divisional Challenge. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting each of our guests, and indeed my co-hosts, to go through one at a time. And it's going to be played in 3 rounds, and we'll do it one at a time. And we'll see how you get on. First of all, we're going to start with the old traditional. I say traditional. If you're old and warty like me, then it's traditional. The home and away round. Now, this can be worth 1 point if you go for a probably safer question about your own club. You may be familiar with it. Or do you go for the away round, which is going to be generally about football, maybe a bit more difficult. We will see. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's start with Matt, shall we, from New York Talk about Rotherham. Would you like to go for a home question about Rotherham, or would you like to go away for 2 points?
I'm going to go away because if I go home and get it wrong, I'll look like a bit of a. Or go away.
Do not fear. We are here. It's not a problem.
Yes, don't forget. Everybody here looks better than us. I mean, let's face it. Earlier on, you were looking for something that you'd stolen just to make yourself fit in round here. So
you're a bad influence on you.
That's fine. Well, let's check in on what the question, the home question, would have been. It was, what is the motto of Rotherham United, and what does it mean? Now, could you have answered that had it been put forward?
Forever
chips,
together.
Chips, mash and gravy.
No, it's not chips, mash and gravy.
Okay.
Stop that, Carl.
That's what I thought it was.
There's a reason you're banned when we talk to nice people. Carry on. Matt, what's it going to be?
Up the Millers.
Oh, no. He's made the right choice. He didn't go for the home question. No, it's sic veriset industria, which means thus industry flourishes. Who knew? Anyway,
Who knew?
The question instead you have. Which country has won the most FIFA World Cup tournaments?
That's Brazil.
Matt, has got 2 points. This is very good, man. I'm very, very pleased with this.
Am I supposed to be keeping score here? Because you hadn't warned me in advance if I am.
Well, if you wish, you can.
We can share the responsibility because we have more than one guest.
I think we should, Cole. Or could you put it in post when you're doing the editing? That would please me.
That probably would please you. I shouldn't wonder.
Do that.
Let me see. This is now. Here we go. We're going to add in now 3 players. This is round 2. This is called It's in the Game. If everybody remembers what everybody still calls FIFA, but now it's called something else, because at least not calling it FIFA doesn't put more money in Johnny Infantino's pocket. I'll do that. Here I'm putting up 3 players across the screen, but I've anonymized it, but you've got their FIFA card figures. You need to work out if you can identify the 3 players who were in your squad this season from their scores and their stats alone. Now, the stats along the bottom mean pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, defending, and their physicality. Then you have their overall score and their position. You've got 3 strikers. One is overall 54, one is 65, and one is 66. They are all English, supposedly. Can you come up with the names in your squad? Suddenly everybody Googles their own squad and FIFA, I imagine.
Do we jump in on this one?
No. This is just for Matt. These are just Rotherham. Don't worry, you'll get yours.
I couldn't think of an English striker who played for Sunderland this season. Who that possibly be?
These are all for Matt. So Matt,
are these all Rotherham players?
These are all Rotherham players. Unfortunately, you can't see the badge very clearly because you got your centenary badge, which is a kind of goldy colour. Yeah. Who are you going to guess for?
I will go. One of them's probably Jordan Hugel.
Yep.
One of them's Sam Nombe, and I'll have to go the other one, Kian Atete.
Atete, right. So let's have a look. Let's see who these indeed are. We've got Hugel, Nombe, and Atete. And the answers are Atete, Hugel, and Wilson. Now, you get a point for each one you get, but if you get all 3, you get 5 points. So you get a bonus. So you've got 2 points there. Not bad at all. Quite impressed with that.
Well done, mate.
However, we now come to round 3. You're all getting the same kind of rounds. Don't worry, there's all sorts of cruelty going on, but hey, don't look at it too much, and it'll be over in time. Very much like an FCA award ceremony, hey Justin? Yes. We come to the squad and seasons round. Here's the final round. All you need to do is identify 3 things. First one is what is the season of the squad photograph I'm going to show you. And everybody has 2 players who are basically masked out. You can't see who they are. Who are those 2 players? Again, if you get all 3 answers, you get 5 points. Otherwise, you get a point for each one. Here we go. Look at this. This is a bold one. The Mighty Millers, it says. And you've got quite a few players there, which are very, very pleasing indeed. What do you think the season is?
The season, I think, is 17-18.
Season is 17-18, he says. Having done that, you can now look through an enormous squad and work out who actually isn't in that squad.
It's an unnecessarily big squad, that.
It is.
I can't see Richard. Well, Richard Wood's there, so it's not Richard Wood that's missing. Kiefer Moore.
Kiefer Moore.
And I will go for Lee Frecklington.
The answers are 2017-18 is correct. The players who should have been in there, one was Kiefer Moore, the other was Semi Ajayi. So we have 2 points there. So overall, unless I'm very wrong,
6 I've got for Matt there.
Matt has scored 6 points for both Rotherham, indeed, obviously, but also the EFL League One. I think that's very, very good indeed. That's a very positive start. I like this. I think should we go League One, Championship, Prem, or I think.
You want to work your way up, do you?
Yeah. Well, why not? I'm open.
That might mean it's our turn next, Carl.
Good,
is what you're
good
saying.
luck, Justin. I'll take the scores from here.
Very kind, thank you.
Well, let's do that then, shall we? Let's go to Watford. Who's going first?
Oh, it's like that, is it? Carl's
Am I going first?
Oh, no, hang on. I don't want to do the one with the guessing the players by their FIFA.
You've got to do it. Everybody's doing it, Justin. And your tally.
Oh, so there's a round for me and a round for Carl.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, I'll go on. Sorry, I'll go first. Go on.
This is letting daylight in upon the kind of.
I thought we had joint enterprise on this one. I thought
bet we get a black and white. I bet we get a black and white team photo.
Oh yeah, George
Where's
Kirby's.
this from? Yeah,
Carl,
1927.
Carl, you are the first to deal with Watford. Do you want to go home or away? The first round.
He's
Do you want to go home or away?
Let's go away.
He's going away. The home question would have been, who scored 4 goals against Burnley for Watford in a single match? Would you have got that?
I would have got that one.
Oh, shut up, you. You've already whipped out once. Go away. Against Burnley.
No, I wouldn't have got that. I'd struggle there.
Okay. Can I?
Yes.
Can I on his behalf? Is it Michael Chopra?
It was Michael Chopra.
Sorry to mention Newcastle players.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
He's actually ex-Sunderland as well.
Oh,
yes, of course he was. Absolutely. So we turn to Carl and give you your proper away question, which is, who is the all-time leading goal scorer in the FIFA World Cup history?
Oh, it's a German. What's his pissing name?
It's a German. What's his
I did tell you cruelty was on its way, gentlemen. I think you
look like a German in that outfit tonight, Carl, to be fairly like.
I do. I should know this, being part German.
It wasn't him.
No, it wasn't him. No idea. I'll go. It's not Klinsmann. I'll go Beckenbauer.
Gentlemen, any ideas?
It's Miroslav Klose.
Klose. Fuck.
Bada bing. That's it.
I was right with Germany, though.
You were?
Well done. And it's a shame you don't get any points.
Is that half a point? That's got to be half a point.
No, strangely no. Right.
When I'm playing Monopoly, I can see me tipping the board over in a minute because he's going to irritate me with stupid questions.
So you could be like that bloke off the darts who punched the drinks table.
Yeah.
Carl, we come to your EA football challenge. Are you ready?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Who have we got here? We've got 3 centre-backs. One has an overall score of 69, one has one of 71, and one has 66. Now, pleasingly, there are an array of different national flags. However, good luck identifying them. What players are you saying these represent?
Is that? Oh, they're both African. So okay. I'm going to go for centre backs. This is a tricky one. I might get 0 out of this.
I am hoping.
There's a good chance. Is that third one?
Yeah, you can ask what you like. You're not going to get an answer.
Okay.
Who are these 3 players?
Come on, Carl. One of them's very obvious.
It's not that fucking obvious because I don't know it, do I? Is it this season?
Good Lord!
Holy hell!
Shoot me.
Well, I don't know.
Well, come on. Right, I'm going to count you down.
I don't know.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I don't know. It's too much pressure.
There's no answers given from somebody who's just whipped out. No scores for Watford. I'm sorry. Okay. The answers are
James Abankwah's one of them. Irish.
Oh, Mendy. Well, he hasn't fucking played for us.
Is he in the squad?
Abankwah I should have got. Okay, and Kevin. Okay,
Kevin.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to blame the fact that it wasn't explained to me properly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Gentlemen, as you can see, the bar is low, but we're sure that we can crawl under it yet still. That's fine. So let's get to you. Here we have the squad round. You've got to give me the year and you've got to tell me who the players are. And I've got this down as Watford 1 and Watford 2. You got to sort the order. No going at me. What year? And what
good luck.
2 missing players are here? I'll tell you that it's a momentous year in Watford history. And we did have an entire series called The World versus Carl, where Carl started off being really crap at knowing Watford trivia. And over about 20 or 30 matches, really quite good.
Yeah, so, I've been out. Yeah, but I've been out the game for a bit now, haven't I? So
yeah, absolutely. You're not match fit. That's the problem. Otherwise, the trivia would come flowing out.
Correct. That
come on. Who's it going to be?
Don't know who they are. I mean, there's red lions in the background. So 19.
That's a good start.
That's a good start.
19.
It's not the new millennium.
No, I'm just looking at the footballs. I'll go 65, 66. But I'm well off with that. I think that colour photo's throwing me.
Well, that's fair enough.
And the players that are missing, I don't fucking know. I haven't got a clue. So what's the fucking point? We might as well just move on.
Well, okay. All right, there you go. Never mind. The year was 59-60. It was a record-breaking. We got out of the old 4th division, and the big man in the middle is Big Cliff Holton, who you should know all about. And,
I do know about Cliff Holman.
And the other man who was there was his strike partner, Dennis Uphill. Basically, between them, they scored about a gazillion goals.
Dennis Uphill.
Top left, Bobby Bell. I used to work with Bobby Bell years ago. Nice guy.
Oh, yes, you did. I forgot about that. What was the question you put to him at one point?
Oh, he said to me, he was Scottish, and he said to me, I used to play for Watford. And I went, no, you didn't. Don't lie to me. He said, I said, no, you didn't. Because, I mean, he was basically, me and him were portering at the theatre and putting chairs out and stuff. I said, oh, you never played for Watford. So he marched me down to W.H. Smith, got the centenary book out, found the page and went, there. I went, oh, you did. Sorry, Bobby. You did play for Watford. I'll take that back.
I just love the fact that you could basically bump into a legend and the first thing you say is, no, you didn't.
You never played for Watford. He's like, I did.
Okay. Right, let's get to Sunderland then. Let's get to Sunderland.
Can I just put a 0 next to Cole's score on my...
Thanks for that. Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay. We have to be accurate.
I just wish it had been explained to me, the rules and regulations. That was all.
Yeah.
But no problem. You can move on.
Obviously,
I'm not bitter about it at all.
No. You'd seen Matt go through an entire round of it, and obviously it was unclear. I hope this is more clear for you. But would you like the home or the away question?
Considering Matt did very well, I'm going to have to go away, I think.
Excellent. I wonder whether or not he'd have got the home one. This is a doozy. Which Sunderland player reportedly had a unique clause in his contract preventing him from eating lasagna?
Oh, I thought you were going to say going to the moon next. I knew that one. Yeah, we had a player who
clauses are you putting in?
He had a clause in his contract, right? It was Stefan Schwartz in like 1998 or something or other. When he signed for us, he had a clause in his contract to say if they were able to do moon visits within the next whatever he played for us, he was allowed to go.
What?
Well, all I can say is Stefan Schwartz clearly had more because he also had lasagna.
Is he the lasagna one as well, is he? Oh, well, there we go. Stefan Schwartz.
whoever was in charge of contracts when Stefan Schwartz came around, that's very good. That's very good. Right, let's get to it. Question for you. Here we go. It's an away question. Lionel Messi is known by several nicknames. Which famous one refers to his small stature?
Is it El Nino?
Or, as Roy Walker would say, it's good. But it's not right. It's mind. La Puglia, which is the flea. There you go. Sorry.
It was El Nino then.
Yeah, I would have done that.
I think he should have been called El Nino.
Because someone's El Nino, isn't there? Is it not Suarez? It might be Suarez.
I think it was. I think it was Suarez. I think it was. His full nickname was "Get your teeth out of my arm." Suarez. I think
it got changed to El Baito halfway through his career.
Probably. Let's get to EA. Let's see if you can identify. Here we have three people in different positions. However, they are all French, and you've got a 76 central midfielder. You got a 79 right back, and you got a 72 striker on this. Who do you think it might be?
The midfielder. It's the midfielder centre mid. Right, that's going to throw us. I'll come back to that one. The striker, I think, is Wilson Isidore.
Isidore.
Yeah, I'll go for Isidore. Right back, could be either Northern French or
everybody else is playing the world's smallest violin as he's trying to remember how many internationals.
I know. Nordi Mukiele, I'll go for the right back.
Who's that, sorry?
Nordi Mukiele. I'll go for him right back. Striker, fairly sure it's Wilson Isidore. Centre midfielder. I can't think of any French centre midfielders. Hang on, there's this Shaka. Enzo the Fair.
Enzo Lefay. How are you pronouncing that? Mukiele and Isidore. He gets all three. That's impressive. That means he gets 5 off of that. That's very, very good indeed. Very good indeed. Now, but the thing you've got to do is obviously now identify the year.
I'm really bad at stuff like this, so this isn't going to go well at all.
There you go. There's the confidence of a man who's stolen regularly from. I like that very much indeed. What year, first of all? What year is this?
Oh,
He's not sitting next to Peter Reid.
Oh, Christ. So that's the year we went. That's the year we were in the Premier League for the first time under Peter Reid. So that will be 96, 97, 98. Oh, cool. Steve and I up in 98. We got relegated. 96, 97.
Okay.
For the year. Right, this will take some bloody getting this. Right. No, he's there.
This does have a certain level of cruelty to it, especially
You've
as I'm
just
not
took
doing it, putting myself through any of this. I think
You've also just took the picture off, so I don't understand.
that's true. Sorry about that.
Thank you. No, that's all right.
Tony Coton there, by the way, everybody.
Tony
Tony
Coton,
Coton.
Legend, yeah.
And Steve Agnew, who has
Steve Agnew,
who
Paul
has
Stewart.
precisely the same amount of hair.
We won't sing the song about Peter Reid's head because that's not fair.
No.
Indeed.
Right, I think one of them's Andy Melville.
Andy Melville.
Yeah. And I will go for Martin Scott. I can't see him.
Martin Scott.
That's if I'm on the right year.
This will have an interesting reaction. I can
Oh,
tell
no,
you
Martin
now,
Scott. No, Martin Scott's
you
there.
have
Sorry.
the right year. You have the right year. You don't have the right players.
No.
And there's a couple of, well, one, most certainly a legend.
Oh, Bally. Jesus
Kevin
Christ,
Ball. Kevin Ball, Sunderland, absolutely through and through into the, and of course, and who else is there?
Paul Bracewell.
Paul Bracewell. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just realised I was wrong because not Andy Melville, Martin Scott's there at the bottom. But Melville's not there, I think, so he must have been either injured or incapacitated because he was definitely there.
Very good, very good. But 6 points, I make that, Justin. Am I correct there?
Yes, you're right. Yes, 6.
Thanks for
Thanks for the
You
confidence.
got the year right. You got the year
saying
right. Yeah. Sorry.
He got the year right. So he got 1 on the last one, but he got 5 for that second round, putting him level there with Matt. Unfortunately, beating Carl by, at the moment, only 6 points. If only Carl had got a point, it would have been less, but that's not the problem.
If only it was explained properly, Carl, you'd have been right.
If it wasn't explained properly,
It was the explanation.
You know.
None of you saw the early days of the World versus Carl where he'd rip his headphones off and storm off in a huff because he got, I've had enough. Off he went.
In fairness, he also used to do the same thing if he got a question right, but that didn't happen quite so often. Never mind. Let's turn to round 2, really. This is, and we turn to Barry, our man, for Wigan Athletic. Would you like a home question or would you like an away question?
Well, I've seen the home questions that seem more difficult than the away ones. So, but I don't think I can continue. So I'm going to go home.
He's going home. Oh, I like this.
Safe.
Wigan Athletic. Who was your top league goal scorer in the 21-22 season?
21-22. It must have been Will Keane.
And how many goals did he score? Doesn't make any difference. You've still got the point, but I just a knife occasionally.
Probably about 11.
Oh.
No. I'm thinking that was a championship season. It was the League One winning season.
Exactly.
23.
26. Very good indeed. He scores a point there, Justin. I see Justin making a note there. Right. Let's get across then to your team and what EA think of it. Let's face it, all of these statistics are, come out of a computer and God alone knows. But who do you think about these 3 English players? You got 64 for a central midfielder. You got 65 as a left back and 66 for a striker.
Centre mid. We've only got one central midfielder, to be honest. So if it's not Matt Smith, I don't know who it could be. So Matt Smith for that, I'd say. Left back. We've only got 2 left backs. One of them's not very good. 76.
It says he can also play right back and right midfield. How accurate that is?
Oh, no. That's not going to be 1 goal, is it? Very fast. Rubbish in his position. Well, the 2 left backs we've got are Morgan Fox and Luke Robinson. So Fox has dropped down from the Championship. So I'll go Morgan Fox for the left back. And
the striker.
71. So, English, that's the one. So either Mullin or Sadie. I'll go Paul Mullin.
There goes Mullin. Here we are, the big reveal. We're Sessegnon and Mullin, according to the EA. Do you disagree? Would this be one that you'd go to? Go over?
Yeah, I think I've been done a kipper though with Stevie Sessegnon because I think he's only played 3 times for us in 3 years, so he's always injured. It's one of them. Paul Mullin, very happy with that. But Jensen Weir, should have got him really. With two centre mids, he's the other one.
Just to clarify, was that 2 that Barry got there?
That was 1, wasn't it? You got Mullin.
One.
Only got one. That's poor. Very poor.
But we can probably expect a call from Lisa and Andy in the morning trying to kind of reverse this on appeal. I can get that. That's
no, you will. Culture secretary, she'll be in there. Not very cultural. No pies. There were no pies on that scorecard at the bottom.
There we go. We come to your squad. Shot. Now this is a tricky one. I think you got to come up with the year and then the 2 missing players. I'll be honest with you. This is a goodie.
Right. It's 1990. We played in black and blue stripes for 3 seasons. So, Greg Strong at the back.
The Hines family enclosure.
Yeah, that's the one. Tomato soup. Multigani as well. I can see. Would Neil Morton be what? Is one of those? Haven't you? He's got a little round head, hasn't he? Andy Lyons on there. Let's see. Right, complete guesses these because
go on then. That's fine.
Straight oh, Andy Lyons and Neil Morton. That's 1993.
It's 94, 95, I believe.
Well, I meant
the players were Paul Rennie.
So you've got to give him the points, Pete.
Paul Rennie and
Andy Lyons and Paul Rennie. Did you say?
And Paul Rennie. It was Paul Rennie and Andy Lyons. So you've got a point there. Oh no,
she will be in touch tomorrow morning because Paul Rennie is black.
Oh.
What a comment! That's just there's.
I don't know where you've got that from.
That is possibly the greatest appeal against the decision I've ever had since I told Carl and Wendover that no, Nigel Gibbs hasn't played that many games. I had a grief. Oh well, there we go. Well, on appeal, I think we're going to have to give you an extra point there. I'm sorry, I do apologise.
I don't know who it is, but I'm going to check that one out. It's sat next to Andy Lyons. I knew Andy Lyons were missing.
There we go. Yeah. What did you do? What did you
I
done
said
with
Neil
that?
Morton. I'm going to. I'll check that out, and I'll give Lisa my appeal card, and she'll be in touch in the morning.
This could go to the highest level of arbitration in the land. This could be a lot to deal with. Well, as we're waiting for Burnley, and as now we are back at the Championship, I think we should get to the quaking wreck that is Justin. Justin, all you have to do is score a single point, and you've outperformed.
1 point, Justin.
No pressure. No pressure.
Just go for the home question. You'll be fine.
I'm going to go for the home question. Don't worry. But yeah.
Okay, you're going to go for the home question.
I will, but with a sense of dread.
Okay, that's very similar to going for the home question without a sense of dread, but that's fine.
It is, yeah.
What Watford player scored 4 goals against Sunderland? See what I've done?
You have
both Premier League teams that are here. 4 goals. Could not go for that.
What year is this though? I'm guessing. Oh, would this be the 8-0? Who would that have been? Probably Luther Blissett.
The answer was Nigel. No, I'm kidding. It's Luther Blissett. Yes, 1 point outperformed Carl from the very, very get-go. I'm glad to see that the instructions and the rules are now fully understood. This is very.
I've been stitched up with those questions. Absolutely stitched. If I had somebody to put a complaint into, I would.
I think you would. And in fairness, I'm going to add it to Lisa Nandy's list of offences she's going to have to arbitrate on. It seemed such a good idea at the time. And then suddenly Paul Rennie changed. Oh, anyway, never mind. Let's get on to, here we have 3 English types. A 64.
These easier as well. You've given him the easy ones.
Oh, you say that, Carl, but hang on.
I've got one of them straight away.
Right. Hold on. Let's explain to anybody who might be listening to this, going, what on earth is he doing this time? He's showing them things and we can't see it. 64 is a centre-back. 57 is a right midfielder. 71 is a centre-back, but they are all English, apparently. So who are we going to go for?
Centre-back, Matty Pollock. Right midfield, Tom Ince.
Okay, and
centre-back, the other centre-back, the one that says 71. It's staring me in the face, isn't it? And I'm not going to be who's that going to be? I should know this. James Morris as a guess. I don't know. But I'm going to definitely say Tom Ince and Matty Pollock are 2 of them.
I think he's got 3 there.
I don't.
Oh,
green.
Oh, shit. You got 1.
Lane. Holy shit.
Max Lane. On 57, Jack Greaves. And on 71 is Matty Pollock. So you've got 1 point there.
Got 1 point, yeah.
You've got 1 point there.
I reckon Tom Ince is going to be fuming. He thought he was only 57.
He will be pissed at that.
Like,
You've said
he's not going to be
54.
happy, is he?
He's not, is he?
He won't be happy.
That's where I rate him anyway. Next.
Your dad's Paul Ince. You're not going to be happy anyway, are you? Really? Where were we? Right, we have to go to the squad. So far, you've got 2 points, I believe, which is technically 2 more than Carl. Here we go. What is the year?
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, no. I've only hit the wrong one, first of all. That's annoying, isn't it?
Oh, so one of them's Helen Ward and the other one is...
See, now come off this. This is a travesty.
Yeah, hang on a minute. It's the ladies' team. And when did they win? Was it 23?
We have this is the ladies' team. This is the playoff win. And you have to work out what year it was and who is holding it aloft. They're masked out.
Right,
Wait,
so...
what?
I can see Poppy Wilson at the front there, so it's not her. And now my knowledge of the ladies, but I did see Helen Ward holding the trophy. I guess it's Megan Chandler that's holding it with her. I didn't really see in that flash. I can see Damon Lathrope there, if that helps. Yeah, so I think that was 2020. That's 2023, wasn't it? I think that's what I'm going.
So what season are you saying? Because you've got to have the full season.
22-23 season.
Regrettably, he's got 5 points. It is
No,
Helen Ward. It is Megan Chandler, and it was
fucking piss
2023.
If this was Monopoly, I'd flip the board now.
Yeah, but you know what that means, though? It means I go
He's
into
on
the
your
league with
side.
7.
He's on your side.
No, he's not. It's against
We're
it.
playing for the championship. We're playing for the championship, Carl.
Burnley
Did
guys
you not
not
listen
here yet.
to the
I'll do
beginning of
Burnley.
this? Did you not listen to the beginning of this? We're playing for the championship. Barry's playing for League One with Matt, and Ant's playing for the Premier League. That's how it's
with no one at the minute because he's not here.
So we
Exactly.
are actually on a team. See,
Oh,
this wasn't
goodness
explained
me.
either.
Oh, no.
Well, it's all been shoddy. I think let's be quite frank. How many points did Barry
7.
get for Wigan, by the way?
Oh,
Barry, well, it's confusing because you with your technicality of the wrong play, you gave him an extra point. So I think Barry's on 3.
3 points, excellent.
Oh, sorry,
we're
Matt.
waiting for somebody to confirm something. That was it.
As we stand at this moment in time, pending, let's be honest, pending us being sued by Lisa and Andy, probably on behalf of Barry, at the moment, the Premier League is on 6 with an outstanding contribution from Sunderland. However, Burnley could turn up and pull what's known now as a Carl, where he gets no points at all. The Championship are on 7, thanks to a remarkable performance there by Justin. Individually, the best performer, believe it or not. Only on the basis of the fact that he got to see the photograph of the wrong
You
one.
pressed the wrong fucking buttons.
Yeah,
That's why he got 7 points.
It's Christmas.
League One are doing very well with 9 points. Everybody's happy, and Carl is full of the joys of spring. Keep drinking, mate. That'll make it all better. Never
Thank
mind.
you.
So, what are we hoping for over the Christmas spell individually? Because as they always say, the season will shake out over the Christmas and the New Year. When everybody sensible in Europe is going, no, we are not playing the football. This is very cold and wet. We're all going out every 2 days and playing. What are you hoping for, Matt? Can Rotherham turn it around and get up to the playoffs in the Christmas and New Year period?
The hope is, yeah, we've been crippled by injuries, and in theory, this weekend onwards, our big boy should be back. Sam Nombe has been injured for most of the season, should be back. Yep. And in League One, Sam Nombe is a great player. So hopefully we should be able to pick these points up. Like Barry mentioned, the league's ridiculously tight. With 2 points off relegation, though, but 4, 5 or 6 off playoffs. It's, we win 2 games and we're back in the competition again. I don't know. Just something better than we saw in the last 2 games, because those 2 games were dreadful. But we've just come off a good run, 10 games unbeaten, but then lost 2 in a row. So the fickle football fans are now Hampshire out, whereas 3 games ago, he's the Messiah, playoffs, here we come kind of thing. So just a bit of stability, a couple of wins. My expectations are quite low at the minute, as you might be able to tell. I'll just take just some entertainment. It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Barry, how do you? You've already said you're not far off them. Do you feel positive for a push?
No, shit.
Brilliant.
Really.
Great answer.
It's nothing to do with the play. Players are great. We're undefeated in 10, but in there with 2 cup games, one against Hemel Hempstead, which was a draw.
Yeah.
That went to penalties.
Yeah.
And then Barrow were beating us with 3 minutes left of the game, and we snatched an equaliser, and that was a draw. In the league, 7 games undefeated, but in them 7 games, we've only scored 7 goals. And That's the thing. Shambles only got sacked because he was playing unattractive football without scoring goals and drawing too many games. Ryan Lowe's come in, promised the earth, and we're playing really unattractive football and not scoring any goals, and we're just drawing games. So that we are where we are. We're 11th, and we play like a team in the 11th. One apiece is our favourite scoreline this season, and I think we did 2 apiece at your place, Matt, didn't we, earlier on? We've only scored more than 1 goal on 4 occasions this season, and that was one of them.
I feel privileged. Thanks for that.
Yeah. And we've got a really tough Christmas night. So we're away at Cardiff. We're top. We're away at Bradford. We're away at Burton, who's coming to some good form as well. So it's going to be a tough period. But we're looking forward to the FA Cup at Preston, up the M6 on a Friday night, live on Discovery Plus, I believe.
Dear, oh dear.
That's what they got to us, haven't they, for Bristol City?
Yeah, 5:45 on a Saturday. Yeah. That's got to be the question. With the Sky new deal, I know, appreciate it probably won't affect Ant quite so much because almost every game in the Premier League is televised anyway. But how have you found the fact that there's a number of 12:30 games that are televised? Does the bonus of occasionally having a long trip away to Plymouth, not having to go to it, especially after your result, Matt, obviously, does that make up for the fact that you're seeing kind of difficult crowds on kind of early kickoffs? Has it sapped the rhythm of the 3 o'clock Saturday kickoff?
We haven't been hurt too much by it because Sky don't want to seem to put us on telly, which is fine by me. We'll stick with the 3 o'clocks. What I think it has impacted is the midweek games. I mentioned a second we've been on a really good run, 10 games unbeaten, and the stadium's less than half full for a Tuesday night, for a Wednesday night game. And I think it's those games that are impacting attendances more than the 12:30s, 3 o'clock. It's the midweek games where it's cold. I'll not bother. I'll just sit and watch it. Whereas, obviously, 2 years ago, they had to go to games to actually physically watch it. So I think that's the big impact I've noticed, anyways, the home midweek games, which are hurting attendances at the minute.
Barry, you're nodding, sir.
Yeah, I agree totally, though, with Matt. That Sky deal, what the EFL's made is ridiculous. And, I'm on the fans board at the Latics, and the questions that the board keep asking, how do we get bums on seats? And, to a person, we were all saying, get rid of that deal because that's affecting it. But the trouble is, you got your dodgy boxes as well, haven't you? So you can watch 3 o'clock games and that. It's just, I think it's very precarious at the moment, the position we're in with football. And if you're not playing, it's gone sterile as well. I don't know if how you find it, Matt, this season. They're not exciting, the games anymore. They're not, there's no blood and thunder football. And I think that puts a lot of people off as well. And like you say, you can sit at home and watch it at home with a brew or a can rather than going to sit in a cold, damp stadium watching your team not play very well.
But the trouble with that is you're not getting a Wigan kebab, Barry. That's part of
the... that's true.
Yeah. But I don't care if we were bottom of the conference or whatever it's called these days. I'd still go. How many of me either at that club? There's our attendances have dropped by 1,000 this season, and we're supposed to have improved. The squad's definitely improved. The manager's not improved at all. I don't like Ryan Law 100%. We should go, but there you go. That's just me.
Yeah,
that's what I want for Christmas.
And a happy New Year. And obviously, you all your Christmases came early yesterday when Voltemade, who, let's face it, has looked impressive all season, got up and finished with aplomb the way he has done. Unfortunately, for Newcastle fans, into the wrong net. I'm sure you're playing the smallest of violins for him. What are you hoping for over Christmas and New Year? And is just everything? Is it the reverse? Is the Premier League the land of milk and honey?
Well, at the minute it is. Like I say, thoroughly enjoying myself. But I think Voltemade got confused because it was probably the best cross that's been put in from this season, to be honest. So no wonder he got confused. And what a header, by the way! What a goal! What a goal that was! Fair play to him. Obviously, just keep on doing what we're doing. We've got Leeds and Man City over Christmas, so obviously the Leeds game at home is one where we need to be looking to win because. Trying as much as I'm not thinking about relegation anymore, it's just keeping them down there. And then we've got City at home, which is pretty much a free hit and do what we can do. They beat us their place quite comfortably. So see what we can do. We took Arsenal all the way, so why not City? And then the FA Cup, we're also on Discovery Plus. They've moved our kickoff to 12:15 on the Saturday at Everton. So we'll go to the new Hill Dickinson Stadium. I'm quite looking forward to that one, actually. I've got to be honest, I think it'll be a lovely day. Going to stop, I think I'll stop over in Liverpool as well and, recreate some FCA madness. But yeah, looking forward to it, mate.
Very good, very good. You mentioned there, Barry, the fan sort of, we call it the fan advisory board or some such that's been in there. We've literally, I think ours is just about to launch literally at the start of December. At the start of January, I should say. Sorry. Finally in there. Do you think that is I understand why, the ultimate question is how do we get more people in? But has that been a positive force for Wigan, do you think?
What, the fans advisory board?
Yeah,
very, very much so. I mean, we've been through sticky financial situations twice, haven't we, in administration, and then almost went to the wall a couple of years back, and both them two regimes didn't have a fans advisory board. We had one beforehand, and we had one. We've got another one back again, so it keeps you in touch with what's going on behind the scenes. But they do listen, and a lot of recommendations have been put forward, and they've implemented them. And we've done away with programs now. They said they're not cost effective. So one suggestion that came up was to do a bulletin board every month from the boardroom. And the CEO writes this massive big long script and puts it out, detailing everything that's going on at the club, from jobs that are available for people to initiatives that's going on in the community, stuff about the playing staff as well. It's just everything's in there, and it's very open. And I know, it's not BS. It's spot on what she's putting forward. So it's really good. That's just one idea. And we've pushed about the catering at the place as well. Wigan kebabs, you can buy a Wigan kebab at the ground. What more could you want?
Proof that this works.
Yeah, and so the next thing is to get them to sell Wigan pies, because at the moment they're coming from Accrington, which is 20 miles up the road. It's just not good enough, is it?
No, that's
unacceptable.
Matt, what's going on at Rotherham in terms of like that sort of fan representation or the community kind of element? Have you had any initiatives like that recently?
No, nothing even slightly. The ownership at the club is stuck in the 90s, if we're being kind. The chairman's done great things for us, took us from the brink back in 2008, moved us to this fantastic stadium in Rotherham, which is a brilliant stadium.
Yeah.
But he's kind of a classic northern businessman, where he runs the show, and what I say goes, and that kind of thing is very, very, very much stuck in his ways. You go to these fans forums, and they're just a bit of a joke, really. They're there for him to boast a bit about what he does, and for Steve Evans to tell us about how we're going to guarantee promotion and then finish 14th, whatever the case may be. It's just behind the scenes it just seems like at the minute it's a badly run football club, constantly making knee-jerk decisions, and not really listening to fans' complaints, which obviously feeds into the attendance thing I mentioned as well. Not only the Sky thing, but the way the fans feel at the minute is bad. We feel ignored. There's rumours he's trying to sell the club, but the terms is allegedly demanding a madness for a League One football club as well. So we were stuck. But if he wasn't the man he was, we wouldn't have Mam Show. He only got Mam Show because somebody else told him to do it. And I think it's going to be the right decision by accident. I think he's made the right decision. But it needs fresh eyes on the foot. He's 82-year-old, I think now, something like that. He needs to kind of sail off into the sunset and buy more Lamborghinis that he likes to show off all the time.
Is your old ground still there, Matt? Is that just derelict and not doing anything? Or
it's still there. It's being used again, which is brilliant. No, Sunday League football has been played at Millmore, which is just amazing. We also did something last year. We didn't do it, but one of the fans did. We have a song called Millermen, which is back in the 80s. So they opened up Millmore for the day, and 3,000 Rotherham fans went and recorded singing Millermen at Millmore to raise 25 grand for charity, whatever the case may be. It was just amazing to be back at Millmore singing a song. It was just one of the best days we've had in the last 2 or 3 years. So what the fans do is brilliant. There's so much good work done by the fans, which sadly gets ignored by the football club, but it's good to see the old girl putting back to use. So it's really, really good to see.
Have you done away with match day programs as well at Rotherham?
No, still there for now. That's the only half interesting thing that comes up in the fans forum, where we ask what's happening with programs, and they say no, we are sticking with it. But that's kind of the old-fashioned way the club is. I think a little bit. If there was more forward thinking, think they probably would get rid of them. I'm a fan of them. I like them, but
I've got an idea for you, Matt, that if you did have a fans board, you could put this in to keep the programs because they are a good thing. But if you make them out of rice paper and you get hungry halfway through the game, you just eat the fucking thing. So there's no recycling, anything like that. I just don't know why clubs are just overlooking this very simple way.
Did you not bring this up for Watford before we got rid of ours? This rice paper.
Unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to raise that with the people of Watford FC, but I will be. At some
It's
point.
too late. They're gone now. We don't have one.
No, we'll bring them back. Rice paper.
yeah.
Edible programs, clearly the way forward. So come on in. It's the season to be jolly. If you could give your club one Christmas present, it could be a player from another team. It could be whatever you imagine it to be. What might it be? Let's go to the EPL, who's already, let's be honest, you've already got a pretty good time going on there. If you could have one thing, and it's probably going to be very different from the rest of us, but that's fine. What would be the one thing that you'd give to Sunderland Football Club?
Cancel the AFCON because we've got like 7 players going.
Yeah, you're going to feel that.
Amen, brother.
That's good. Did you know that the AFCON was supposed to be moved to being a summer tournament?
Yeah.
Do you know why it got binned?
No.
Because Gianni Infantino came up with the idea of the Club World Cup, and everybody buggered off to America, so they couldn't actually put it in that slot. They had to move it. And of course, what they've also done is expand the European leagues and whatever we call them, as Barry said earlier on, should still be called the Fairs Cup or what have you. But no, it's now a Europa League conference. What the fuck is that about? I have no idea. So it's all that faffing about means that they're having to place it, and they're playing it literally. It starts on the 21st of December. They're playing it over Christmas.
And the thing is, for me, and I generally mean this, I think there's a lot of I forget who came out, but they say that the tournament's underestimated or not appreciated or like that. With the greatest respect, yeah, it is, because it's played at the wrong time of the year. Our part of the world is celebrating Christmas. We're not watching a football tournament. Put it in the summer. Gives it an opportunity.
Well, Justin won't watch football over Christmas. He detests the fact that he might occasionally have to go and watch Watford on a Boxing Day.
We're going to lose to Leicester this year, just so you know, everybody, tomorrow, because this is going out Christmas Day. Thank you.
Oh, we will lose to Leicester.
That won't be a problem. Barry, sir, we're going to give you that. What's that one gift that, if it's within our remit, that we could gift Wigan? What would it be?
Yeah, that's just a really tough question. I mean, the thing that I'd like to see on a match day is to play football where we're trying to win and we play for 90 minutes instead of 10 or 15 minutes every game, and have a no shackles team that are not restrained and just go for it. And that's what I want for the rest of the season. We're not going to get relegated, so why not just have a go? That's what I want.
Seems perfectly reasonable. Matt, sir, what are you going to take from the Christmas Yuletide basket?
I would like to ban football fans from going on Twitter for 6 hours after a game finishes. So
that's going to ruin our thing.
Well, there's
That's my Saturday evenings back then.
You got your Saturday evenings back, Peter. So how bad is it? How bad is it with Rotherham then? Is it really bad?
After we lose it's strangely quiet when we're doing well. That unbeaten run was very, very quiet, and then suddenly we lose 2 games in a row, and Hamshaw's the worst manager's ever seen. We're definitely going to get relegated. National League, here we come in 2 or 3 years' time. It really is feast or famine in terms of social media. We all know the loudest voices are heard the most, especially on social media. But yeah, it's not a great place. I avoid it like the plague when we lose at the minute. It's just an absolute hellhole when we lose. When it's nice, it's pleasant, and you can have a good debate with people. After you lose 1-0 away at a really, really good team like Plymouth, it's like the world's ended. Don't do it. Just stop it. Just give yourself time after the game.
I don't know if that's exclusive to Rotherham, though. I think that's probably football, isn't it, in general? I think that's the immediacy now of being able to react. God knows we know. Sometimes if we lose badly or we play badly, that's a 3-hour job for Peter doing the post-match phoning. It's a school night, everybody. I would like to get to bed before 1, so if we could also say what we want to say.
Well, you see, I appreciate I'm an oddity in every respect, but I always thought, and this is what our podcast has always been. It's a pub chat, just not in the pub, and we try to make sure that everybody kind of has an opportunity to say what they want in the medium that they want to say. Not everybody wants to come on and rattle a kind of exchange with me, but we'll be there until people go, that's we don't need to say anymore. That's fine. Get it out of your system. We estimate that we've saved approximately 70 dogs from being kicked over the last 4 seasons by Watford supporters. I think that's a very good
marriages as well. 15 marriages we've saved. It's been good.
Yeah, but 7 of those are mine and Cole's, so that doesn't really count. I mean, never mind. It's there we go. Justin, I'm gonna throw across the Christmas Yuletide cheer and say, what would you like? And you cannot say a postponement on Boxing Day.
But who's gonna score, Pete?
Who's gonna score, Peter? I didn't know you're coming to me first. Let's put me in the spotlight a bit. What would I like? I'd like the attendances to go up. I think they've been really poor. Our attendances have been rubbish, and the atmosphere's flat as a pancake. So for me, I'd like to see a few more people there. That will cheer up Rich WFC too. Me saying that. I just think it's empty ground doesn't really give a very good atmosphere. So I guess that's reliant on the football being better, maybe. But yeah, a few more people turning up would be nice for me.
It's also the cost of living, and that people have got a lot of things.
No, I agree, because it's not just it's not just a match ticket, is it? It's never that, and you might be taking a family; they all want feeding, and it's very, very expensive. So maybe drop the prices then, so we can fill the ground up, or just because it just feels a bit flat and a bit empty at the moment.
Carlos, what are you going to go
for? I'd like a culture change at the club. I think it's for me. I'm sorry, I do.
No, I agree. I want
a culture change at the.
What does a good culture look like?
Well, a little bit of what Matt touches on to a degree with the Twitter thing, but I think for Watford as a specific subject, very much from the top. The manager merry-go-rounds that we constantly have, the odd way that we sign players and who we use to sign players and that side of it. And look, I'm calling the owner out without calling the owner out because it's Christmas, but the owner can fuck off as far as I'm concerned. Merry Christmas, Mr. Pozzo. Don't choke on your lasagna.
What day is it, boy?
It is. It's look, we've got a manager that has been at the club once, Javi Gracia, who's done a tremendous job. Took us on a brilliant time. Was sacked too early, in my opinion. Get over that now. But there's already sort of just that feeling that at any given moment it could happen again. And I think at some point we've really got to realise what we are as a football club. And you can't build a football club in the manner that we're trying to do. It doesn't work, long term. So that's why I'd ask for. It's gone very dark what I've just said here, isn't it? That's why I'd ask for the culture to change.
The other side of that, though, and it's a point that Rupert makes occasionally, is the beginning of the season. It was, we're really going to go for it this season, and I think that's where a lot of this
But there's no accountability. There's no accountability at this football club, and that's the frustration bit for me. I'm tired of it. I'm bored of it. Don't get me wrong. It really does provide us a lot of time to make a podcast. We're probably very fortunate in that sense that we're quite an interesting club. But as a supporter, and take away what we do here as a supporter, it's bonkers. It's mental. You can't run a football club like that. And at any given point, that can all come tumbling down. So yeah, the culture for me, and a new dawn to arrive.
We did well there because neither of us asked for a new TikTok admin, so that's good. Anyway,
no, we didn't. No.
Are you basically saying, Carl, you want a culture club? Because that looks.
There we go. Well done.
Come on. I actually do look like him tonight, don't I?
Yeah,
I do look like him tonight. Yeah,
very well behaved. I like that. I like that very much indeed.
Well,
there you go. Well, if I could have one, it would be to stop international breaks from occurring. Because just as you get the season going, it stops, and it's everybody hates it. It means that in the EFL, we all end up with Tuesday or Wednesday night games almost every week. Whereas actually, if you pulled it down and you condensed the league to just being able to play literally every Saturday or Sunday, those home midweek games where the crowds dip, it undeniable that so many people travel to home games almost the same distance that they travel to many away games, because you love your club, and it doesn't matter whether or not you live in Surrey or Devon or wherever. You're going to travel to Watford, or you're going to travel to Rotherham or to Wigan or to Sun. The logistics of Tuesday night games, when the option is exactly what Barry said earlier on, that Sky option of sitting on your telly or sitting on your sofa and watching your telly. I like to try and do that the right way round if possible.
Yeah, don't sit on your telly and watch your sofa. That's
that's where I've been going wrong all this time. I thought the dodgy box was just disappointing. In the end, it just happened to be a 3-piece sofa. It was that would be a tremendous thing. What it would mean would be that, okay, where are you going to do your qualifications? You do those in the alternate years that you have the competitions in the summer. Because I don't know about you, I don't, and I appreciate Carl's, kind of very follows England religiously, but you get so much more interest during major tournaments because there gets a sense of momentum. There's a game every Saturday and Wednesday and Sunday or what have you. Do that in the summer for the qualification for the major tournament the following year. Then people would go, oh, there's some interest in it. I would absolutely go with that. And with the number of qualifications for those major tournaments, you could probably get that done in about 8 to 10 games. That's got to be done surely within the summer tournament. The TV people will be happy because everybody will be watching those particular games in the summer. Oh, there you go. Next thing I've got to solve, obviously, is the Middle East. But till now, I've solved football.
Well done.
Well done. Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Right, so welcome back, everybody. Here we are with Joe, who's managed to join us. Joe, thank you so much for joining. He's a busy man doing lots and lots and lots of things, but here we are on Friday morning, and to finalise what the final results will be of the Christmas nonsense that we've been doing. So, as it stands at the moment, Rotherham scored 6 points and Wigan scored 3 points, although that is subject to an objection from Lisa Nandy, the cultural secretary at the moment, as you would expect. Watford, Carl got absolutely sod all. Justin got 7 points, which is very good for him, which is excellent. So he leads the individual board. However, Sunderland for the Premiership got 6 points. So the League One position at the moment is on 9 points. The Championship is in second place on 7 points, but the Premier League are in 6 points, but with a game in hand, which we're about to play. Joe,
Well, they don't let the Premier League down. I'm sure.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, Ant will obviously be up in arms should you do so. So the first round, sir, is home or away. Do you want a question that's Burnley based, or do you want a question that's not Burnley based? Burnley is worth 1 point. Away is worth 2.
We'll start away. See if I can get some double points.
Okay, this is a tricky one. Which
I've already regret this.
I know. Which English league sides are the furthest north, east, south, and west? So, of all the English sides, which is the furthest north, west, south, and east?
Is West is probably a trick question. I'm gonna guess at Norwich.
Norwich is the furthest east. Nice.
Oh, that's what I meant. I didn't get a chance to do never ever. No, what's the thing?
Never eat shredded
squirt. Never eat shredded wheat. I didn't get a chance to do it. That's what I meant. Where the north?
Okay. You've got an east.
North is North Carlisle, or is it Sunderland, Newcastle?
Which one are you going for? I'll tell you now. It's one of the three.
The look you gave him when I said Carlisle would suggest that it's not Carlisle. And Newcastle is further north than Sunderland, so I will go with Newcastle.
Newcastle is correct. You've now got to get this one. Which is the furthest west, and then the next one, which is furthest south.
South's got to be Plymouth.
Correct. And therefore, which is south?
South, right? Sorry, west is.
Plymouth, no, you got it. You got the west.
South. Bournemouth.
I'm giving you the 2 points. The furthest south and west is Plymouth. You've already got it, but I just thought I'd make you sweat.
Yeah, you did a bit. I'll take that. I weren't expecting to get that. I feel like I've there might be a what's the word? There might be somebody having a complaint about that one, considering.
Trust me, you haven't seen the rest of it. There's complaints everywhere. As I say, Lisa and Andy is a very distinct possibility. Right, let's get to with 2
Sorry,
points
Lisa.
already in the bag for Joe. Well done. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Ant in Sunderland is already cheering because he's actually got some points on the board for an answer that included Newcastle. Moral quandary, you be the judge.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here are your 3 statistics. Here we are. It's in the game. This is EA Sports, or used to be FIFA. Now, these are all Burnley players. Your commonality is that they are all English, but you've got a 73 central defensive midfield, 74 left midfield, and a 73 left back. They are all included in the FIFA 2026 or FC, whatever you want to call it. Who do you think you are? If you get all 3, you get 5 points in total, or you get 1 for each if you get less.
I'm going to guess 74 in the middle is Jadon Anthony.
Okay.
I'm going to guess 73 on the left, the CDM.
Yeah.
Is Josh Laurent. Doesn't sound English, that name, but it is.
It doesn't, but it would count. 73 left back. Who are you left?
See, the 73 left back is annoying, mate. We don't have a left back, I don't think. We have Hartman, who's Dutch, and Pires, who's Brazilian. Is it this year's?
It was taken from
FIFA,
this year's.
whatever it's called these days.
Yep. It was taken from this year's.
Oh no!
Don't worry. We've already got Lisa and Andy basically on appeal on the basis that the missing player in the next round apparently was Caucasian when apparently he shouldn't be. So it's all up for grabs. Who would be your best guess for a left back of English persuasion?
Honestly, I can't. I genuinely cannot think of one left back of English persuasion. At 73, wouldn't suggest he was a youngster. I might have to pass on that one. I can't.
Also suggesting play right back and centre back. Let's have a look at who you've got. Josh Laurent, you've got absolutely.
Humphreys, he's injured. I forgot about Humphreys because he's injured.
Oh, look at this. You can't be forgetting your injured players, Joe. Come on.
He's not played all season. That's where, and there's a bit of a thing about it. I kind of want him back in the side as well. So I've been calling for Humphreys to go back in the side and then completely forgot about him.
Boy, are we riffing on your pain. Another 2 points. This is very, very impressive. Now, what you need to do here, that this is basically shit or bust, because I think you've already moved the EPL into the winning position. You're now on 10 points, which is good.
Well, I'm definitely just going to take the points then.
You can definitely go for, though, the individual trophy, which at the moment is led by Justin due to mainly my inefficiency, but that's not the point. So here we get on to the final round. Oh, the tension. It doesn't quite exist, but never mind. Here we go. Here is a Burnley squad. You've got to tell me what was the season and who are the 2 missing players. Now, this is a doozy. What year do you think that's going to be? What season?
It's the 70s, I think, or early 80s. Late 70s or early 80s. I'm going to guess at 80. I mean, by the way, I'm going to guess at 81, 82. Pure guess. Somewhere around that era. And
from that, 2 fairly high-profile players for you, I would suggest.
Is one of them...
this goes back beyond the dawn of time, so...
I would, looking at the era of the squad, I would suggest that one of them is Martin Dobson.
Okay, Martin Dobson.
And I don't know the other one. No, sorry, don't know the other one. I'm going to guess one of them's Martin Dobson, and I would guess he's the one in the middle.
This is very, very good indeed. The year was 80-81. You were out by 1 year. However, the 2 players, Martin Dobson, identified as a silhouette, is a very good thing because he had that big
it's because of the hair. It's because of the hair.
And Brian Hamilton, who was who people will know from literally a couple of years after playing for Northern Ireland alongside Jerry Armstrong of Watford. Great things and wonderment. 7 points there, 7 points, which mean the Premier League win with 13 points, and you are joint top with Justin in terms of the Are you joint top? How many did you get there? You got one. No, Justin wins. Oh no, he'll be unforgivably awful. Oh well, never mind for that. Look, there
Sorry,
we go.
everyone.
The
You have
Premier
to deal
League
with
wins.
Justin.
Exactly. We were speaking to Ant, and he was finding the Premier League obviously all very, very happy. This may have been because it was the day after Newcastle had just been gubbed. You're having a bit of a harder time of it. How are you finding the time in the Premier League? And are you missing anything about the Championship? Because nobody else
I'm
is.
missing everything about the champion. I'm missing winning games of football. I'm missing proper stadia. Like, don't get me wrong. There are some good grounds in the Prem. I do like Ellen Road, but I've been one of them that likes proper old school football grounds. Obviously, last time I saw you was outside a proper old school football ground in Vicarage Road. So I do miss the champion, but I'm only sitting here saying this because we're losing every week. Let's have it right. I'm not going to beat around the bush. If we weren't losing every week, I'd be enjoying life in the Premier League as well. But it's just a bit rubbish. And to see Sunderland, who were about 1 million points behind us last season, go and spend 4.5 billion quid and enjoy lives in the Premier League is, I won't say leave a sour taste, because I do actually kind of not like them, but I lived in Sunderland for a year when I was up at university. So I'd rather them, if it's not going to be us, I'd rather it be them than Leeds, put it that way. So it's good to see somebody sticking 2 fingers up to the Premier League in the way that Sunderland are doing it. So I'm enjoying seeing them doing it. And it was good to see them stick one on Newcastle as well at the weekend. I have no issues with Newcastle, but just again, small affiliation with Sunderland, having lived there for a year. But yeah, I know you originally messaged me and said you were going to do kind of like a Dearly Departed sort of like podcast of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, there's probably no point, lads, because I'll be back next year. So.
Well, come on then. If I did ask the other lads, and it was basically we went to everybody who we really got on really nicely with, who were no longer with us, and obviously there were Leeds, so it was always going to be Sunderland and Burnley. Let's be frank about that.
Yeah.
And Matt from Rotherham and Barry from Wigan are old friends of the podcast, and we love them dearly. And it's always nice to kind of get together. The question that we asked them, the question we'll finish with: if you could give Sunderland one thing for Christmas, and it's anything that you want within your remit, other than £4.5 billion to spend, obviously, in the transfer window, but what would you have?
Take from Sunderland to give to
no,
us.
anything you want for Burnley. Sorry, my apologies. What's the one thing that you could give for Burnley that for Christmas that just might help?
Their chairman. He seems a very good chairman. He's not afraid of putting his hand in his pocket. I know you said apart from 4.5 billion quid, I'm kind of like gone around the ounces and chosen that in a different way. But he's a chairman that invests. He's a young lad. Whereas I think there's a lot of questions about our board at the minute, and a lot of things at the way that they're doing. A lot of anger at the way that they're doing certain things. Not quite necessarily sort of like Venky's level, which is still hilarious, by the way. But not necessarily that level. But kind of like a few things that stinks a little bit. And like now, for example, we've lost like 4,000 games in a row. And Alan Pace, our chairman, hasn't tweeted since the last time we won, which just seems a bit weird. And they've all gone off to Espanyol. They've now bought Espanyol as well. And they tweet about Espanyol, but yet they won't. And it's just, there's just a lot of anger around the club surrounding. Well, not anger, that's the wrong word. Sort of like mild annoyance around the board. But if I can't choose their chairman, I'll choose Reggie Labrie, because again, he's doing a great job. I'm firmly in the Parker out camp now as well. So if we could swap managers, that would be great.
Is he just like now seen as like a Red Adair of he will get a team out of the Championship but simply cannot cut it, or has he not just been given enough materials to do anything?
I think it is a mixture of both, but I feel like this squad is better than 7 defeats in a row as we stand at the minute. Like, I don't know if you saw us play against Leeds. We battled, we fought, we dug in, we played well. Same against Sunderland, who were like banging on door at Champions League apparently. We beat them at the turf, battled in, dug well, and battled well, dug in. Sorry. And since then, it's just all right. We beat Wolves, but that was somewhat fortunate. We went 2 goals up. They pulled it back to 2-2, and then we just shit ourselves and hung back, defended for our lives, and then counter-attacked and won it in the 98th minute. Absolute scenes in the pub. But still, it's not. You're just thinking, come on, like, stop sitting back. And he's more of a cautious first manager. And obviously, since then, we've lost every single match, and it's been tough. I don't think the squad is capable of Premier League survival, if I'm honest. But I feel like it is better than 7 defeats in a row. And when we lose to Bournemouth on Saturday, because they're a good side, it'll be 8 in a row. And I don't see how anyone can survive 8 defeats in a row. But I know for a fact Scott Parker will, because Alan Pace and the rest of the board just are on a beach in Barcelona somewhere, it seems.
Ouch, ouch. And becoming a multi-club organisation as well.
Yeah.
There's some good bits to that, but I tell you what, there's an awful lot of, how can I say it, uncertainty about there and everything, because as you say,
Yeah.
it's not going well here. Where's your attention? Oh, you're now looking at something else. We've got players who are performing well. Oh, look, they've moved there, or we've taken players back. How good are those players? Who's the main? Who's the main club in this group is always a huge thing of contention. But there we go. Anyway, sir, look, thank you very much for coming on. As always, I know you've got to get off quickly, and we will crack on with Christmas. But have a great Christmas.
Yeah,
good luck.
You too.
Good luck.
Same to the rest of the lads. Thank you. We'll need it.
Do not scratch your